Welcome. I'm Brittany from the Colorado Classroom and the Tools for Teaching Teens, and I'm here today to talk about formative assessment, and more specifically, mastery ladders. Formative assessment are formal and informal assessment procedures conducted by the teacher during the learning process in order to modify teaching and learning activities to improve student attainment or student learning. There are tons of different ways to conduct formative assessments. These are but a few: homework, response logs, questioning, think, pair, share, mastery ladders, individual whiteboards, discussion, observations, response cards, student conferences, exit slips, graphic organizers, peer and self-assessments, four corners, thumbs up, and so much more. I'm going to talk specifically about mastery ladders and how they work. Here is an example of a mastery ladder for math. Up on the top, I've placed the chapter title. In each of the blanks, I've placed the class objectives for the title. I can multiply fractions, I can divide fractions, I can multiply mixed numbers, and then working into the decimals. On the top date line is the date that the class will begin working on that objective. The bottom date line is the date that the student feels that they have mastered that objective. The light bulb gets colored in by the student as they feel that they have mastered the objective. There is a guide along the top to help the student in coloring in their light bulb. So they color in just the bottom when they've just begun in progress with that skill. When they feel that they've partially mastered the skill, they fill in the middle of the light bulb. And when they feel like they've mastered that skill altogether, thus filling in the date at the bottom, they color in the entire light bulb altogether. Mastery ladders can be used for any subject. Here's an example for history. This is the Aztecs. I can compare and contrast historical and mythological accounts of the origins of the Aztecs. I will understand how a society makes the most of its resources. I will understand how the belief system of a society affects its actions, and so on. Again, the date that topic is introduced, the date the student feels like they've mastered it, and the light bulb gets colored in accordingly. Here's another example of a mastery ladder. This time we have 5 objectives for Romeo and Juliet. This is a language arts one. Again, you can see the light bulbs don't have to be colored in order. It depends on the class and how the material is attacked. In math, it's very sequential. You would go left to right. In language arts, that wouldn't necessarily be the case. Mastery ladders allow teachers to quickly see where students are at with the learning objectives. They also make students accountable for their learning, as they must monitor their progress along the way. Mastery ladders bring students and teachers together in the classroom and throughout the learning process. This has been Brittany from the Colorado Classroom. I hope you've enjoyed this look at formative assessment. Please check out another video from the Tools for Teaching Teens team.